We're on the main event. So wait, there's some more Charlie Sheen.
No,
and
I don't want to see Charlie Sheen.
What do you think that match would have been like? Would that have been a Logan Paul-like appearance or a Bad Bunny-like appearance by Charlie Sheen?
Not in a million years. Charlie Sheen is not athletic, and nor is he sober at this point. And so it would have been horrible. But I'll tell you what it would have been. He would have come out. He would have said, I didn't come out here alone. We'd have sent out somebody with him for him to bing, bang, boom. He could jump Daniel from behind. Finally, Daniel puts him in the yes lock. He taps out, and there's like an 8-ball shot out on Daniel Bryan's arm from being by his nose. It would have been horrible, but it would have been with Charlie Sheen, so it would have been good.
We're moving through, and we're on our way to the main event, and it's been an endurance-filled endeavor to get through this 3-hour Raw.
But I took a Blue Chew before we started just to get through this episode.
But you know what helps me with endurance, stamina, good health, and so much more, dog?
Oh.
You didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
Athlete. All right, let's rock this. It's main event time.
Oh, championship ring introductions for the WWE Championship. It's champion CM Punk facing challenger John Cena.
I'm looking from up there. It is. There's the 205.27 on the timeline. 205.27. Let's hit play. And we are into action.
Here we go. Big match, John. Whoop.
So should we actually skip the match and just get to the angle?
Yeah, they have a great match, but I don't need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, they always had good matches, good chemistry between each other.
Because look, Punk is great in the ring, so is John Cena. Like it's, you know what I mean? They're gonna have, and John knows how to have these big matches in big venues and how to take his time and sell the right amount of time, and he's just good at it, man. And they're just gonna start out with a good old-fashioned headlock, shoulder tackle.
And once again, this was an announced match of the cashing in of the Money in the Bank briefcase. Cena wanted to show that he was a man of honor and make that announcement, not surprise someone.
Yep, that's Cena. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. He respected the champion enough he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he respected the champion enough to tell him, I will turn this in, cash this in on you, but not from behind. I want to do it face to face. And that's why wouldn't we turn John Cena heel? Because John Cena's character is not a heel. John Cena is the Good Samaritan. John Cena does what's right in every stance. You know what I mean? John Cena never gives up.
I just read last week, set another record with Make-A-Wish for most wishes ever fulfilled. And I think his number takes the next 5 to 10 people combined and doesn't even come close.
Dude, that's the kind of guy he is. If you've ever had a crossword with him, it was most likely your fault because he's a good dude and he's got a head on his shoulders and he's utilized it for the past 20 years. Now he's saying, 5-knuckle shuffle. I'm going to hit him with this big move that means nothing but and looks horrible. But everybody knows it, and they got me.
Got caught with a kick right there. Stunned Cena. Cena goes down after a kick to the back of the head.
Kick to the medulla oblongata.
Oh, you're getting technical right there. You're a master of biology.
Yeah, and Spanish and everything. How many hats do I wear? I could probably fit a few on this fat-ass head of mine.
CM Punk calling
CM Punk
for
says he's going to put John Cena to sleep. Taking his nighttime Alka-Seltzer, putting him up on his shoulders, melatonin, 5 grams of melatonin. No! He spits the melatonin out.
As if he was loaded with caffeine.
Oh, big. Uno, dos, tres. Chad, the referee, has been bumped out of the ring. Oh, what was Chad's last name?
Patton.
Chad Patton. That's right. I'm sorry. I know Chad Patton. Hey, Chad Patton. This blonde-headed guy, was that Effie in the front row? It really might have been. I don't know.
Cena wondering what happened to the referee.
This guy in the white shirt with the blonde hair.
Oh. Here comes Big Show. It's the Big Show. It's a big man show tonight. Big spear or kind of a chop block to the leg?
Kind of a spear thing. Big Show is so huge. he's literally big.
It's in his name.
Yeah, it's literally in the name. But like Cena sold this forever, and it was just a spear. But they wanted to do this. They wanted to get like I think they should have showed Punk more during this, to tell you the truth. In retrospect,
gotcha. To see his torment,
see him
turmoil.
going like, oh,
WMD
right in the forehead.
The weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah. What was great about Show was sometimes he would barely touch you with that, and sometimes he'd break your jaw. And so, but this is
what you're saying. Punk in the corner, acting like he doesn't know what to do and how to handle it.
It's the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what's he gonna do?
Should he take the win through cheating of Big Show? Of course he should.
Yes. Yes. It's the title.
Cover him.
Yeah.
He's slow to cover. He knows he's got to get the official woken up as well. He's heading to the outside. CM Punk on his way to the outside. He's slow. He's hesitant. Trepidatious.
he's slapping Chad Patton, the referee.
I mean, you got to wake him up in some manner or form.
I think how you do that is you massage his neck and then slap him in the back of the neck.
Yes, the old sleeper hold technique.
Yes. That's how I learned it from Wahoo McDaniels. So
I remember when Outlaw Ron Bass was woken up after a haircut.
Hey, do you remember? This was way back then. The Basses, there was two of them, and there was a lady manager. Was their manager? She was like Ma Bass. I think she was Ma Bass. Big false finish there. Everybody saw it coming though. But yeah, Ma Bass was I think that was her name. I could be wrong about that. I may be just making this up, to tell you the truth. We've gone so far past my bedtime.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, Daddy.
No, there was a woman that managed them, and it was the Bass, two outlaw. It was Ron Bass and one other guy named Bass. I don't remember who it was.
We're getting delirious here.
Yeah, we are. I would love for somebody to pull up a picture of Outlaw Ron Bass, and so everybody knows I'm not crazy. He's still putting him to sleep, gentlemen. We're back at no. Turn it into the STJ, whatever it's called. STFU. Look, very cool.
And Big Show's back. Oh, with the big chop.
Oh. So that's the DQ.
Disqualification.
So Punk gets DQ'd though, right?
Punk gets DQ'd. Cena gets the win, but does not win the championship. And the first person in history to fail to take the title after cashing in Money in the Bank.
Yep, but it put some heat on old Big Show, who had been there a long time, and
Punk's selling right now.
Here, you give that. You know what I mean? If you're going to give that credit to somebody, it was Show's fault that he failed in his cash in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you give that credit to Big Show.
So what do you think of it being Cena the first person to not cash in? That makes great sense story wise. Like
I agree 100%. It's like he did it all honest, and Big Show looked like me right there.
Rock coming to make the save for Cena at this point.
He's shirtless. Block. Bang. 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 Big Show's the only guy that will ever please Vince with that hand, putting his hand up there.
Big man shouldn't take a blow from a little guy. Oh, Rock is pumped up.
Oh, yeah. Because he
sets up the people's elbow. And boom! The big turn for the episode of
Great
Raw
timing.
1000. CM Punk goes.
You know what I would have loved to see is not see CM Punk sliding in the ring.
Right,
You know what
comes
I mean?
out of nowhere.
We should have totally shot that where it's into frame. You know what I'm saying? Where that clothesline, you could cut off the ring just like that last shot there was, and you just go from like a little more than center of the ring to the right,
running.
and here he comes into frame with that clothesline. It would have been a much bigger surprise. However, it was still awesome. You know what I mean? Because Punk's timing on that was perfect.
So this is, Punk just setting up the Rock right here. Puts him up, hoists him into the GTS position, and Rock takes it and goes to bed.
And CM Punk stands in the middle of the ring over a fallen John Cena and a fallen rock. Now, if the rocket ain't up your twine when you're standing tall over those two guys, I don't know what is. But
you can tell that the build's going to be for Cena and Rock again for Mania, but Rock and Punk had a chance to be a big program.
Yeah, agreed.
It eventually ends Punk's world title reign.
Yeah, and look, I don't know how what their relationship was like. I know, speaking for someone who's had a relationship with both of them, I know it could be difficult doing business with them. And I'm talking about
both.
I'm talking about both for sure, and putting your match together, and because both of them would say things right to your face that would make you go, at a gas station, I would pull your eyeball out. But since we're here and I have to keep my phony baloney job, I will not do that to you right now. But so I can understand there might have been.
So you felt disrespected in certain situations.
Oh, 100%. And so I made it known when it was. But look, it's not about me. It was about these two guys. I don't know why they didn't have a longer, better run, but I could. Rock wasn't going to hang around and put him back over. I guess is probably the bottom line of it all.
The show did a 3.86 rating over the 3 hours, averaged 6.04 million viewers, the most viewers ever for a 3-hour show. The show averaged a 4.03 rating and 6.31 million viewers over the final 2 hours, and the highest rated Raw since June 22nd, 2009, when a commercial-free Raw with Donald Trump did a 4.53 rating and 6.81 million viewers.
See how Punk ended there, how the show went off the air? It still was on. If he would have walked past the cameraman and turned his back, it wouldn't have been as good. But he stopped right there and gave you that shot of him still with the ring behind him and Rock still laying there. Still, did I do the right thing? You know what I mean? That's storytelling.
What do you think, Dogg? What do you think of the episode?
Look, I loved it. I didn't remember some parts of it. I still don't remember who Sean Mooney is. But no, I had a great time walking back through it. I'd love to sit and watch it. You know what I'd love to do is like, and this is kind of that, but like a Mystery Science Theater 3000. Like just watch matches back and just bury everybody as the show goes on. I'm really good at that. It makes me feel good about myself.
All right, we're going to take a few fan questions.